Good morning. Greetings from Melbourne. I've just gotten off my flight from Sydney and I am absolutely fucking cooked. I got absolute fuck all sleep last night, and by fuck all I mean I did not sleep at all. I slept for about 1 hour on the plane. Fucking horrendous. So I need to keep moving. So I need to get to Docklands, which is about a 40-minute drive if you catch an Uber, but I don't exactly want to pay $80. And there's some bus that drives from the airport to roughly around the area, but that's also about $40. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna walk. So 5.5 hours to walk from Melbourne Airport to Docklands. So that is literally what I'm doing right now. As you can see, I'm still here at the airport. I don't know if you can see, I got a shitty front facing camera. And I am here in Melbourne to meet with a girl that I met about 2 weeks ago on Bumble. Sorry, I'm just crossing the road trying not to get myself killed. On Bumble. She is from Ecuador. So I've now moved to Latin America in terms of my dating demographic currently as it stands. And it's going pretty good. We've been conversing for a long period of time, 2 weeks, which is, by today's standards, that's a bit of time. And I basically booked a beachside villa in Apollo Bay, and we're going to spend the weekend together. So I am very much looking forward to it. I've not had a holiday, like, I don't know if really traveling interstate is considered a holiday, but I classify it as a holiday. I have not had a holiday for 2.5 years, no exaggeration. So mentally I am very keen for this holiday. However, in my absolute retarded state, as you may be aware, I'm studying my Masters of Tax Law at UNSW. I decided to book my accommodation this weekend because this girl is flying back to Ecuador next month. So I wasn't sure if I'd get an opportunity to, tick Ecuador off the countries. So I booked our accommodation this week and I get a little getaway. And unfortunately my final exams are also this weekend. So I've got to navigate that shit fight. Thankfully, I'm only doing 2 courses: advanced corporate tax and multilateral obligations and tax treaties. And they are take-home exams. So I can have a bit of time to process the question, look at how I'm going to respond to the answer, and then basically mull on that and submit it. I've already passed one course, so taxation of treaties in multilateral obligations, and I came first in my mid-semester research essay. So bang, I got on 85. So I've passed the course, so I passed that before even sitting the exam, so I'm feeling good. Advanced corporate tax, also sitting very good, but it was impossible to pass the course because the maximum amount you could get was 50. So I got like 42 or something. So I'm sitting comfortable. I know I'll pass, but I've got work paying for my master's degree. So for me to claim the costs back, I have to show evidence of me successfully passing the course. And obviously I want to show to my employer I'm not a complete fucking retard. I can do study, so trying to go for HDs. And then I've got 2 more courses at the end of the year, and that's my master's done. And I'm looking at graduating with excellence. So feeling pretty motivated. What else? Oh, in the weight loss body composition department, I've lost about roughly 10 kilos. So I'm down from 125 down to 115, and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling very light. My knees feel good. What else? I'm falling asleep easier. I have more energy in terms of endurance, and I'm getting stronger in the gym, so I've made sure to prioritize my protein, and so I feel quite good. As well, I also bought a Hume body pod. So essentially it's a scale that you stand on, and it comes with these handles, and you basically hold the handles out straight like this, obviously with 2 hands, but can't do it because I'm holding the phone. And you stand on that, and it will basically measure, it claims 98% accuracy to a DEXA scan, but don't really care too much about the absolute number. I'm just more worried about the trends. That's really what I give a shit about. So main things that I'm measuring is my skeletal muscle mass, so the actual muscle that's physically attached to my bones, my body fat percentage, my fat amount, my fat mass on my body, and hydration levels. There's a few other bits and bobs in there that are pretty cool, but for the purposes of my body composition, or recomposition, sorry, those are the 3 things I'm measuring. I'll upload in my next video, and I know I said this last time, but in my next video I'll upload my before and after pictures. But I can tell you I've lost a fair bit from my back fat, a bit off my ass, and my face is definitely leaned out, which is quite good. I've reduced how much I go to the gym, so I was going 6 days a week before. I've now cut it back down to 4 days a week, because I noticed I started getting like an injury in my shoulder, which turned out to actually be this, I forget the name of it, a tendon in my bicep. I think it's from doing preacher curls, and that tendon connects up to my shoulder, and it's quite sore, so I've been unable to do overhead shoulder press or bicep movements, so I've had to sort of tone it down a little bit. And I've now incorporated more mobility work into my daily routine now. So I'll show you like my setup in my room. But basically I bought a big ass yoga mat that I can fully lay out on. I've bought this this device that you put your foot in, and you stand on it, and then you move left to right, back and forward, and you can stretch like the fascia in your foot, your calf muscles, like both the minor and the major calf muscle, and the tibialis muscle at the front of your shin, and your hamstrings. So that should basically allow me to have a better foot positioning when I squat and when I deadlift, and also just general mobility work. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a lot of flexing. I really got back into martial arts, particularly jiu-jitsu, so I really want to keep my flexibility going, which is good. Work's otherwise pretty good. I took on my first matter by myself today. I was running it all by myself. And I can't really talk too much about it, but safe to say my client management skills are improving, and my stakeholder management skills. So I'm gunning for assistant manager, which in lawyer world would be about associate. And I think once I get that, I can finally start earning some decent money, because Sydney is very expensive. And I haven't told Ecuadorian girl this, but there's this girl I'm also talking to in Chile. that she's coming down to Australia in October for about a year and a bit, and her and I have been talking as well. And you know, me and Ecuadorian girl know we're not going to get into a serious relationship. She's going back to her country, I'm staying in Australia, so we know what it is. Whereas this girl from Chile, very sweet, she's also a lawyer, which will make for interesting conversation. And yeah, she's more long term, I'm thinking, so we'll see how that plays out. And I think that's pretty much it as a general life update. Oh yeah, my diet has changed as well. So now, not a lot. I'm still mainly eating meat, but I've incorporated raw, unpasteurized honey every day, anywhere between 3 to 5 teaspoons. Oh, dude, it is so good, so fucking good. From not having any, like none, no processed foods, no sugar, no bullshit, just whole foods. Like eating this honey, it tastes like so much flavor. There's this one particular honey I'm eating. It's raw eucalyptus gum honey. Oh my god, it's fucking fantastic. It is the nicest honey I've ever had in my life. Because I grew up poor, so I only had like this shitty honey, mass produced, that was heated, had all the nutrients gone, and it was just basically just sugar liquid. But now I've had real honey. It's in a glass jar. I know the farm, I know the area, I can drive to it, I can see it, and just tasting the quality and the difference of the honey is just unfucking real. So really happy with that. So I look forward to that every day. And I've started incorporating a bit more fruits, so more on the antioxidant sort of side of the fence. So oranges, strawberries, and pineapple. And I'm reading a book now at the moment. I'm nearly finished it, on gut health. So I'm learning a lot about oxidative stress and ways to combat that. But I'll talk more about that book when I finish it. But yeah, that's pretty much me on my side of the fence. Thank you. She's just letting me cross the road. That's pretty much, yeah, me. Brief little update. I might think of some other things to talk about in my next video. I think I need to be a little bit more structured in how I do these videos instead of just talking right off the dome. So I also want to get good at public speaking. So I'm going to watch this and see how many times I say and and everything like that to sort of make myself more charismatic. But you know, it is what it is. This is also more of a diary for me, because I know there's a lot of times in life when I'm like, fuck, I wish I took some photos, or I wish I had that memory, blah blah blah. But yeah. All right then.